Hey guys, it's Grayson. I played Goats at a Go Control tournament my locals was having this Sunday. It's pretty fun. Unfortunately, there were only 10 of us, so it was 4 rounds and then top 4. I ended up going undefeated till the finals, where I just split with my friend. So, yeah, I actually only lost 1 game all day. And, yeah, my opponent had, like, Premature Burial, Air Knight, BLS. Couldn't really do anything there. Anyway, so I'll show you what I ran. Alright, cool. Double Magician, obviously. For those of you that aren't really familiar with this deck, you should get out of that rock you're living under and play it, because it's a lot of fun. It's from 2005. Pretty sure it's 0405. And, yeah, it's really fun. So, pretty much, the deck's called Go Control, and you play it by, you recycle your spells, you learn how to grind. It's pretty much, the better player generally wins, which I like a lot about the deck. I'm not trying to say, like, oh, I'm the best player ever, but in my experience, you usually lose because of your own mistakes and not because you got sacked. So Double Magician, it recycles a bunch of your spells, which I'll show you. Okay, Double Tsukiyomi. Lets you flip back your Magicians, your Magician of Fates, books your opponent's monsters, swing over. There's a lot of versatile play. It's a very versatile card, and it makes a lot for a lot of plays. And Double Spy. It's hard to get over. It searches itself. You can abuse it with Tsukuyomi, and it gets guard, which again you can abuse this with Tsukuyomi. And this also, it's hard to get over. Like, outside of the only real outs to it are Crossout, Jinzo, I guess, but even then, I mean, you're wasting a monster for the tribute to Jinzo. Metamorphosis to get 1000 out strict, BLS. Yeah, like, there really aren't that many outs to it, so it's a really solid card. And if you set up a guard with Tsukuyomi, you can just keep poking for 1100 every turn, which is cool, obviously. Then Serpent, this is the best card in the deck, by far. It allows you to use Metamorphosis, well, you can use it anyway, but this just keeps advantage really easily. It's really good with Graceful Charity, good with Metamorphosis, Tribe Infected Virus, Lightning Vortex, just a whole bunch of cards. So yeah. One Reaper. Some people don't play it, but I really like it. It gets in there, pokes, blocks. So just a solid card. Sangan, obviously, it searches like most of the deck. Warrior Lady, it's a light, it's an out to a bunch of stuff. Yeah, at the time this is really good. There's really nothing not to like about it. Some people play DD Assailant, but I choose not to. I think this is enough. This is better. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All I have to say about that. Tribe, you have to play it. It's nuts. Clears goats, clears monsters. Like I said, it's a really good Sinister Serpent. Breaker, it's very good. You have to be kind of careful with it, though. I don't recommend just summoning it and sitting on it unless you're popping right away. Because if they snatch steal it, you get raped pretty hard, and obviously you don't want that. One is Azure Priest. It helps keep your opponent in check, clears their goats. And yeah, you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. And one Parshath. Some people run 2. I chose to run 1. Just because in testing the day before, I'd found that I kept drawing 2 a lot with nowhere to drop the second one. And at the time I was also running Jinzo. Like, some people like to run 3 tributes as a standard. But I don't know, I found 2 was fine. Didn't really have any problems. Then the last monster is BLS. Sorcerer was at 3, I believe. But most people only ran just BLS because it was a lot harder to get Lights and Darks Engrave at the time than it is now. And I mean, if you open with a Sorcerer and a BLS, you might lose that game just because of that, because like, that's a third of your hand that's dead. So yeah, just the BLS is fine, and the Sorcerer is kind of not that needed. Then for the spells, you have Double Metamorphosis. Usually you tribute a Goat or a Sinister Serpent or a Magician of Faith to make this, and then you just win. What this does, for those of you that don't know, when it's face up on the field, only it can attack. No other monsters can change battle position. And once per turn, he can suck up a monster your opponent controls, and then he gets that monster's attack. If he takes a face down monster, it stays at 0. And if you would die by battle, that monster dies instead. So, like, nothing else can attack, but if you need to crash with something, that comes in handy. Also, yeah, you can abuse it with Tsukuyomi, so you keep stealing monsters. But you also have to be careful, because they can book it with their Tsukuyomi and then swing over it. Anyway, so double metamorphosis. There are other things you can make, obviously, like Gatling Dragon. You have to attribute a BLS for that. It can be good. Rio Senshi, it's right, level 6. This, a lot of people find this useless. Well, might think that this is useless for clans, but it gives you an instant light and dark engrave, which actually won me a game today, or yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, it's just a dark. I attributed a warrior lady to make my BLS live, and if I didn't have that, I probably would have lost. So I mean, it has its uses. And double scapegoat. I find 2 is enough. 3 I keep, like, I don't really ever want to have 2 at any given time. And yeah, it's just a really good card. It blocks attacks. You can use it for metamorphosis. What else? Yeah, but you have to be careful because you don't want to lock yourself. Like have like a random monster, like a breaker, let's say, and then flip this. And it punishes people who don't play it properly. Because some guy could just flip it and then they're like, oh, I'm going to play Metamorphosis now. But of course they can't because you can only summon the goats that turn. Yeah, anyway, double book. It's really versatile. You can reset your stuff, get 2 use out of your BLS, book the real link or 1,000 eyes, swing over it. Also blocks attacks because Jinzo is pretty prevalent, and so this is an out to that. And double nobleman, because you set the whole deck pretty much. I don't know, I guess you could play 3, but I prefer 2. Then the Trinity, Graceful, Pot of Greed, Delinquent Duo. This, you wanna, I usually save it unless I have Sinister Serpent or I absolutely need to dig for something. This I'll just play right away 100% of the time. And then Duo, usually I save until I know my opponent's Serpent is engraved, or I'm going to cripple them. Because just playing this, like, the games are so slow that if you just play it right away, your opponent can come back through grinding. So, yeah, then pre-mat, obviously, Snatch Steal, these you kind of have to play. Brain Control was around, but there really wasn't much point other than for Metamorphosis or OTKing, and OTKs were very, very rare. So, yeah, 1 Econ, because it's super versatile like the other stuff. You can steal monsters and block attacks, tribute a serpent, go for game. Switch your goat into attack position, you know, fuck shit up. Lightning Vortex, you can abuse it with Serpent, Magician of Faith, clears their monsters. Yeah. Then Storm and MST, it's obvious. For traps, I don't know, I kept it pretty simple. Double Saku, I threw this in last minute. It was an Xarian Universe, but I couldn't find it on the day of the tournament, so I decided to just play a second Saku, and it was really good. Because most people just run 1 Saku and Mirror Force, but and so they don't see the second one coming, but it's very good. Mirror Force, Torrential, Ring obviously, and Call. So yeah, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't tried this format out already, I recommend you do it. If you want to play me on Duel Network or something, just message me, and I'll be glad to do it. So yeah, thank you for watching, subscribe, like this video, do all that bullshit, and have a good one.